up, everyone? It's me, Stef, the Alt Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition. And yes, my audio is on this time. How are you all doing? How has your weekend been? Oh my goodness, I have some updates from what I've been up to over the weekend, so I'll get to it after the main topic of the day, which, by the way, for those that don't know, those that are watching on the replay, fast forward like 10, 15 minutes, I will have started the main topic at that point, which is, oh my goodness, is Meghan and Hazza about to get fired from Netflix after losing, yet again, to the Beckhams, but this time at the Emmys? Oh my goodness, I'm going to go through it all. I'm going to give you everything that I've been able to find research-wise, and you guys can make your decision, but it looks like Netflix might be mightily miffed off with Hazza and Meghan, so we'll be getting into that shortly. In the meantime, hey up everyone, how are you all doing? And firstly, oh my goodness, hearts in the chat right now for Sarge. Oh my goodness. Sarge George Harrison. Sergeant, wow. Absolutely insanely generous. $100. Sugar bucks. You have definitely ruined a shiz ton of sugar's days by sending a shiz ton of sugar bucks my ways. We know the sugars love to watch and they hate it when you support me like this. So guys, if you want to piss off a sugar today, you know what to do. But yeah, hearts in the chat for Sarge right now. Epic generosity right there. And she says, A up, Sarge. Beckhams forever, grifters never. No. Beckhams are not the grifters. And that shows in their 5 Emmy nominations. However, Hazza and Meghan, 0 today. Oh, that's got to sting, guys. That's got to sting. Also, as well, thank you to Purple is the New Black, being a leader for 8 months. Thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership. Saying, love Stef's channel. Do you know what? I do too. I love this channel too. You're not going to get any arguments from me. I'm biased, of course, but it's great that we're on the same wavelength. I've learned so much more about the royals and the grifters. It blows my mind. Big hugs for me in Australia. Well, big hugs for me in Yorkshire. Appreciate your face. Thank you so much. And then Purple is the New Black then went in and gifted 1 leadership to one of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leader, courtesy of Purple is the New Black. But not just that, I've just seen you. Stephen Magnus coming in with another leadership gifted to one of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leaders, courtesy of Purple is the New Black, but also as well Stephen Magnus. And thanks to Stephen Magnus, I can officially confirm that for this stream, the gifting wars have officially begun. So thank you so much to Stephen Magnus for kicking off today's gifting wars. We are already on a lovely 2 leaders gifted to some of you lucky lot out there. Guys, we're just 3 more away from whopping 5 leaders for today's stream. So who else is going to jump into today's gifting wars? Or better yet, hit that join button, because guys, oh my goodness, we're looking at, if I have a look at my calendar here, next week is gonna be the leader only stream. It's gonna be next week, this time next week, 28th of July. So straight after the Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition, there will be a leader-only stream, and it's the only time you guys get to call in, and we get to discuss the misadventures of the gruesome twosome for the month of July. And I can imagine you guys have got a lot to say about what's happened this month when it comes to the gruesome twosome. So, yeah, if you don't want to miss out on that one, oh, guys, make sure you hit that join button. Also, as well, speaking of missing out, I announced it on Friday, but for those that may have missed it, oh my goodness, I've been teasing this for a while. There's going to be a new live stream on Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern. Guys, welcome to the Royal Clubhouse. So, yeah, that's just a little bit of a sneak peek of the Royal Clubhouse intro. Yes, all the animations are in. Shout out to Brandon for helping me with some of the animations there. But yes, Royal Clubhouse, you're all automatically members and you're all invited to the first Royal Clubhouse live next Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern. And my first guest is, of course, it has to be my friend, my very good friend, Sue Smith. If you're not subscribed to her, get it done now. Yes, Sue is going to join me for the first ever Royal Clubhouse. We are going to be discussing the Hazard and Megxy news of the week. We're also going to discuss non-Hazard and Megxy news of the week. You guys can also decide on the weekly Royal Hero and Royal Zero and so much more. I've been working hard on this for a while. Yes, I was hoping to launch this a little bit earlier on in the year, but no, we are finally ready. I'm finally ready for it. You guys better be finally ready for it because we are going to have some fun next Friday. Royal Clubhouse launches. Hope to see you all there. What do you guys think to the intro? I did the intro. I'm pretty proud of it. Okay, it's a little bit of a an amateur kind of thing. I know, but you know what? I kind of like it for now. I kind of like it for now. Let's see what else you guys are saying before we kick off today's main topic, which I'm going to start in a moment. So do bear with me. Let's have a look. Oh, Miss M in the chat. Hey up, love. Finding my favourite super chat sticker, the Ginger Doggy Fighting Arts moment. Yes! For those that don't know, let me explain. This is a ginger doggy. Hearts are coming from the tail. When you lift the tail from a doggy, what's directly underneath? The butthole. Therefore, this is a Ginger Doggy Fighting Arts moment. You will never be able to ever unsee it ever again. You're welcome. And you have just ruined a sugar's day by sending some sugar books my way. Thank you so much, Ms. M. And thank you so much to Carrie Davis in the chat again. Ruining a sugar's day by sending some sugar books my way. Saying, good afternoon, Stef from Maine. Well, good evening, Carrie from Yorkshire. Appreciate your face. Thank you so much. Also as well, Mum of Two. Thank you so much for the $1.99 sugar books. And again, my favourite. Yes! The Ginger Doggy Fighting Arts moment. Yes! Love it. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. I like this comment. Lynn saying, Markle is about to get net earthed. Well, yeah. It seems like it. It's definitely not going in the direction that I think she hoped. Let's put it that way. Oh, some reaction to Royal Clubhouse and the first little sneak peek of it. Lily's mum, that's amazing. Good luck. Deb Scott's lass, the Royal Clubhouse. I love it. Oh, well, thank you. Anna Perkins, we love Sue. We all love Sue. Absolutely. If you're not subscribed to her, get it done now. Debbie, 1968, thank you so much for the $5 sugar bucks. And Mr. Hippo. And he's like, running. I appreciate it. Thank you. And this is your first ever sugar bucks super chat on a live stream ever on YouTube. So Debbie, I want to say thank you so much for choosing this channel, this community, me to send your first ever sugar bucks super chat situation. Like, you could have chosen literally thousands of channels to do this, and you chose my channel, and that is a high compliment indeed. Thank you so much. Hearts in the chat for Debbie. This is the first ever super chat ever on YouTube, and she chose our community, this channel, me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Debbie. Lady Sofa of Hogan Manor says, awesome intro, Steph. Hey. Tyrana says, I like it. Gunner Girl says it was good, Steph. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Tyrana Villanueva, thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership for the past 11 months. Cheers, love. Saying, doing great, Steph. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. Right then. With that being said, I'm going to kick off with today's main topic, which is Meghan Markle about to be fired by Netflix after losing to the Beckhams yet again, but this time at the Emmys. Before we kick off, for those that haven't done so already, if you like this and you want more, and believe me, there's going to be more topics like this, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alternate Tribe, like, share, comment down below on the replay, your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. We started off this stream at 121,710 alternates in the community. I'll check at the end and see where we're at that point. But in the meantime, here we go. So, yeah, you might have noticed this little tidbit, right? David and Victoria Beckham are nominated for an Emmy. This is for their documentary Beckham that was released on Netflix, and they've got 5 nominations, guys. This is insane. They've got Outstanding Cinematography for a Non-Fiction Program, Outstanding Directing for a Documentary stroke Non-Fiction Program, Outstanding Picture Editing for a Non-Fiction Program, Outstanding Documentary or Non-Fiction Series, and Outstanding Music Composition for a Documentary Series or Special, Original Dramatic Score. So, first and foremost, guys, can you hear the plate smashing in Montecito Royale right now? Whoopsie! Oh my goodness, right? It's absolutely, like, insane how Megsy releases the Harry and Meghan mockumentary, Live to Lead documentary, and then through Archewell Productions, the Heart of Invictus documentary, and they receive 0 Emmy nominations, right? Beckhams, they release 1, and yeah, they get 5 Emmy nominations, right? It's really, really funny how that has all happened. Now, I'm trying to set something up. Apologies. One moment, guys, because... here we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So, this is the thing, right? Why is it so, like, insane how Megsy and Hazza have a new humiliation, losing to the Beckhams, but this time at the Emmys? Well, this is what I was setting up right here. Apologies, I should have had it up earlier on. But if you watch an episode from my Versus series, Meghan Markle versus Victoria Beckham, that I released 3 months ago, oh my goodness, there is a history between them all, alleged. And, yeah. Oh my goodness, there was a lot of allegations thrown against the Beckhams. The Beckhams, as far as I'm concerned, won that PR war, which is why I'm saying Megsy has lost yet again to the Beckhams, but this time at the Emmys. If you've not watched that video, do check it out. But in the meantime, like I said, all their shows failed to win any Hollywood recognition, right, when it comes to the Emmys. The most recent one being Prince Hazard's Heart of Invictus show. I mean, as I reported last year, it even failed to enter the top 10 on Netflix, both in America and in the US. But yeah, you might be saying, well, maybe it was released after the consideration period, so they might be nominated for 2025. Yeah. No. So, the consideration period for the Emmys span from June the 1st, 2023 to May the 31st, 2024. Heart of Invictus was released globally through Netflix on August the 30th, 2023. Smack bang in the middle. So, for those that are turning around and saying, well, they'll be nominated next year because it was probably released outside of the consideration period, No. They had the one chance. They blew it. They haven't been nominated. They have lost yet again to the Beckhams. Now, I'm going to get onto in a moment why that might mean Megsy and Hazza being fired by Netflix, because there's a lot of chatter and they are really, 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 really not happy. And shout out to my friend Jesus over on the Royal Rogue for the intel that he put on Twitter, which I'm going to go through in a moment. But in the meantime, this is the thing, right? Remember back in 2023, right? So they were going for the Emmy nomination for their mockumentary, Hazza and Megxie. But this is the thing, right? Again, they didn't get nominated even for that mockumentary because their lack of talent and hard work led to that Emmy snub at the time. Now, this comes courtesy of Kinsey Schofield and says that Hazza and Megxie do not have the consistency, talent, and hard work of their Hollywood peers and competitors in order to be successful. Speaking to the Daily Express US, she says that she couldn't imagine Hazza and Megxie being placed next to some of the biggest names in the industry because she argued that they just don't have the same levels of work ethic, saying that Netflix Hazza and Megxie was a one-sided documentary full of contradictions. It left a lot to be desired. Now, we also know in terms of their work ethic that it's pretty much lacking. When Megxie and Hazza were dropped by Spotify last year and they were called effing grifters by one of the executives, you then also had a staff member, Archewell, speaking to Wall Street Journal, saying that Hazza and Megxie seemed surprised by the work required to finish entertainment projects, which meant that their podcast lacked direction. So maybe one of the reasons why they've not been nominated for Emmys is because they're just not putting the work in. And they just don't have the talent to be able to produce something that's going to be popular enough and successful enough and good enough for an Emmy nomination. However, the Beckhams have all three and then some, right? Now, what was their Hazza and Megxie's alleged response to the Emmy snub back in 2023? I reported on this at the time. Apparently, they were so angry, they wanted to try and blame someone else. I mean, we've heard that before, right? So instead of blaming themselves for not getting the Emmy nominations, allegedly, they wanted to track down the Hollywood enemy who sabotaged them. And so an insider spilled to Heat magazine the fact that they didn't get an Emmy nod is a huge kick in the teeth. Revealing that Hazza and Megxie are stinging at the rejection big time, adding they're convinced there's been an orchestrated hate campaign against them on both sides of the Atlantic, and that certain people are trying to get in on the act of picking on them and scoring brownie points with the British royals. Going on to say it makes them sick and they're looking to weed out these people one by one, wanting to go on a full inquest on who put the boot in and what on earth they've got to do to catch a break after their Emmy snub. So their alleged response to the Emmy snub last year, when they were hoping to get a nomination for Hazza and Megxie mockumentary, was, well, it's not our fault, it's someone else. Someone else is trying to sabotage us, so we need to track them down and make them pay. I wonder what their response is going to be this time, now that they've not been nominated yet again for the Heart of a Victor documentary. However, the Beckhams had a better response to their Emmy nomination. Speaking to Hello Magazine, David responded saying, "It's a real honour for me and the whole creative team for Beckham to be recognised by the TV Academy. It's been overwhelming for me and Victoria that we've had such a warm and positive response to the series. I'm so grateful to the incredible team led by Fisher Stevens, and also to all those people from my life and career who took part and who have played such an important role in my story." So whereas Hazza and Megxie were allegedly on the hood trying to blame someone else rather than themselves of sabotaging them, there's a Hollywood enemy that's sabotaging us, blah, 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 right? And going all high and mighty trying to blame someone else for their own failures, the Beckhams had a better response. Much more measured, grateful, kinder. See where I'm coming from? Now, before we go any further, Animillion01, thank you so much for the £2 sugar bucks. You have just ruined a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. Saying, did you get an invite to Lady C's ball, Stef? Yes, I did. I didn't go because I wasn't able to. I'm just going to say for personal reasons, I'm okay. I'm okay. Don't worry about me. But for personal reasons, I wasn't able to go, unfortunately. I hope to go next year. But yes, I was kindly invited. Thank you, Amber. But yeah. just say, again, I'm okay. I'm fine. Please, we're Gucci. But yeah, for personal reasons, yeah, I couldn't go. But next year, if I am lucky enough to be invited again, I will certainly go. I mean, it looked amazing. I mean, looking at Taz's Twitter and her pictures, oh my goodness, she looked stunning, guys. Absolutely stunning. Oh my goodness, to see her in real life in that dress. My goodness. I bet the pictures don't do it justice, to be fair. My goodness. Anna Perkins says, Steph, don't think they have any more plates left. Probably not at this point. Gail Andres, thank you so much for the $1.99 sugar bucks. You've just ruined a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. And my favourite, yay, the Ginger Doggy Fine Arts moment. Yes, I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. We do have more, so stay tuned in a moment because I'm going to get through to how Megxie and Hazza are close now to being fired by Netflix, allegedly. It's not looking good for them. As Sarge is saying, and thanks so much for the $2 sugar bucks, love, saying, ha, this is gold. Oh, yeah. And the gold continues to come. Best believe. We ain't even got to the good part yet, the best part yet. Fiona Diamond, thank you so much for the $4.99 sugar bucks. And yes, Mr. Hippo, speeding to success. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. But yeah, in the meantime, let's get on to how all this potentially translates into Megxie and Hazza being fired by Netflix because it is not looking good. And there is some intel from the Royal Rogue Jesus. And if you're not subscribed to him on YouTube, get it done now. You're living under a rock otherwise. Now, you've got PR expert Mark Borkowski turning around and saying that, look, Megxie now needs to pull this off because she's had too many failures. Her cooking show at Netflix is now make or break. He says, quote, this is a profound change of direction for Meghan, in some ways to become like a Martha Stewart. If Meghan can pull it off, it's a very rich seam to mine. I don't think she'll be able to pull it off because she has a relatability issue. She has a likability issue. No, the majority of people, it seems, when you look at the polls, do not like her, do not relate to her. And if you don't like or relate to someone, then you're not going to like and relate to what they're trying to sell you, right? Eggs follow eggs, right? He then says, if it succeeds, then it's a massive leap forward and will take away from a lot of the negativity she's had, and it will make a lot of people take her very seriously. So as an income stream, it's huge if she gets it right. But it could be make or break for the Duchess if the show is yet another failure. I don't believe you can have so many failed ventures without people questioning what you're going to do next. And this is the thing. A lot of people are questioning, including me, well, what's Netflix going to do next? How many failures from Hazza and Megxie can Netflix stomach before they say enough is enough? Well, thanks to, again, Jesus over on the Royal Rogue, yeah, he had an update and he says that things at Netflix are getting worse. Again, make sure you follow my friend here on Twitter and subscribe to him on YouTube for the Royal Rogue for all the royalty and goodness from Jesus. I love his sassiness. It's just second to none. Anywho, he first goes on to the Polo documentary, which we're not really hearing much about. I mean, we heard the launch of it and that they started filming, but that was it. We only heard about it once. We're hearing more about Megxie's show than Hazza's show, which I'm wondering why. And so, here we go. This might be the answer. So Jesus says, the Polo documentary is moving forward, but production stroke logistics is a mess because Harry is supposed to be the glue to keep everything together. But that means that he needs to travel to a number of countries to interview and hang out with Polo stars. But that means that Meghan doesn't want him to go on his own as per usual, and traveling the two of them makes everything 10 times more complicated because the kids aren't going with them. Yeah, they could just bring the kids, they're still little, but as usual, Meghan is making this more complicated than it already is. And yeah, why don't she just let him go on his own? Let him go on his own, film, do what he needs to do for work and for Netflix, and then away you go, right? Oh, no, not our Megxie. She has to be in on it as well, according to Royal Rogue's intel here. He then says, Polo documentary had an original release date of November, but at this point, they would need a miracle to make it on time, would need priority from the correspondent production companies, and well, Let's say that they are handling other projects at the same time, including Archewell Productions, of course, but Archewell has already another issue going on. So the Polar documentary release date apparently is November. But it looks like because Megxie allegedly is making it 10 times more complicated, wanting to come with Hazard every step of the way on this, but not bring the kids, it's delaying everything, the production, the filming, the whole lot. Now, let's get on to the cooking show, right? Megxie's side project. So the cooking show is still at a halt. Ted Sarandos, who's the Netflix CEO, is mad as hell because this might be one of the worst deals in Netflix's relatively short history. The Last Hail Mary is releasing a teaser to gauge public interest with content they have from the pilot. I'm already calling it, it's going to be comedy gold. Oh, yeah. As soon as that teaser's released, you better make sure you're subscribed, you turn your notification bell on, everything, because I'm going to react to that. I think it's going to be comedy gold. I agree with Jesus with him calling it. I do think it's going to be comedy gold. I think we're going to be laughing at it off on that one. Anywho, but in other words, people will focus on Meghan, not on the cooking show, or much less in becoming a subscriber to Netflix. I would agree with that. And I did do a video a few weeks back whereby, to me, I can't take Megxie seriously when it comes to a cooking show. I showed you how she freaking cooks toast. She gets someone else to do it, and she's like, don't worry if it's overwhelming and you're scared. Don't worry. Hold your hand. We'll do it together. Like, shit, the bed. It's just freaking toast. She makes it a bigger deal than it already is. Then there's stories about her ex Vito. Oh my goodness! I've just got a absolute mind. Even now I can't even come to words. Oh my goodness! A mind fart. What's his name again? What's his name again? Corey Vitello, that's it. Oh my goodness, I had to Google that. Apologies, I should really know that. But yeah, so Corey Vitello, right? I reported on this a few weeks back, whereby the reason why they broke up, the straw that broke camel's back, was that Megxie was doing a dinner for friends, this, that, and the other. She had this pasta dish, and she tried to claim the credit for herself for the dish, when actually it was Corey that brought up the dish and made the dish. And he was like, "Yeah, no, I'm done now, and I'm out." So I can't take her seriously, even for a cooking show, when there's that story out there where she allegedly takes the credit for someone else's recipe. What kind of lifestyle cook thing is she, right? When you got stories like that out there. Anywho, let's get on with this. So, if they release that trailer, and I don't think it's if, it's when, then Netflix will have the confirmation that whatever they do with the cooking show is going to happen with a number of high-profile shows. Like whatever Disney has done with Star Wars. People would prefer to watch literal hours of YouTubers dissecting and mocking the original material instead of watching the original episode themselves. That is part of the phenomenon I've explained in recent lives. Part of the strain on the finances of streaming services right now, and the need to move faster with quicker content. AI is going to be important for this in the next couple of years, despite any other strike. I mean, this is a thing, right? Yes, as soon as that teaser trailer comes out, I am going to be doing a reaction video to it straight away. So again, make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn the notification bell on, because as soon as that's out, oh, it's on like Donkey Kong, right? I'm going to be reacting to it. And then as soon as the series is released, if it's released at this point, I mean, who knows at this stage, right? I'm going to do a watch party. Now, I can't show it on stream itself, but I can show you guys me watching it and me giving you, you know, my reactions, my analysis, the whole lot, right? I'll watch it so you guys don't have to. How about that? But he then says, The entertainment industry is at a crossroads, and the Harkles chose the worst possible moment to want to play the producer game. Only behemoths like Tyler Perry have the clout and money to keep playing that game, but with a difference. Perry is keeping budgets of productions really, really tight. That allows him to make more bets. Whereas Hazza and Megzy seem to not do that. I mean, reports that they go over budget happen a lot. I mean, the one that comes to mind is the Invictus Games. In Canada, the Whistler Vancouver one. Reports coming out that they've gone over budget with that by millions. Yeah. Before we continue, Terry Love. Hey up, Terry. Thank you so much for jumping into today's Gifting Wars. Gifting a whopping 5 leaderships gifted to some of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leaders, courtesy of Terry Love. Appreciate your face, mate. Thank you so much. That takes us to a whopping 7 new leaders for today's stream. We're just 3 more away from double figures. 10 new leaders for today's stream. So who else is going to be like Terry Love and be like, I can take up the sword and shield and I can gift war too with the best of them? Guys, we may soon find out. In the meantime, let's get back to what the Royal Rogue is saying here. So, failed at producing entertainment by what looks like at Netflix's internal drama, and failed at pseudo-royal trips. The Nigeria trip was a net negative, both in terms of finances and brand image. The only things left are the American Riviera Orchard brand, which would not be able to take off without the MIA cooking show, and Meghan's book, which Penguin Random House has put on a freezer, I guess until she can make her mind about a brand or whatever comes next. I mean, this book is being rumoured for years that she wants to do her own tell-all, right? Her own memoir. Who knows at this point? Who knows? Before we continue, Stephen Magnus, thank you so much for the £2 sugar bucks. You've just ruined Sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way, saying, will her cooking show need American Riviera Orchard to support it? It's more that they support each other equally. So, from what I can gather, the cooking show is supporting American Riviera Orchard. American Riviera Orchard is supporting the cooking show. It's all intertwined. It's all interlinked. Whatever she's trying to sell on American Riviera Orchard, she might try and put in a cooking show. And what's in the cooking show, she'd be like, go to American Riviera Orchard to buy it kind of situation. So the hand in hand is what I gather. Let's go back to Jesus over on the Royal Rogue here. So this is without having into consideration that they have considerably less allies in any industry than 3 years ago, which I do think is true. 3 years ago, they had more allies in America in the industry than they do now. I think the turning point was them getting dropped by Spotify and that executive calling them an effing grifter. I think that, for the entertainment industry, was the turning point. I do believe that. For obvious reasons, accepting the Pat Tillman Award was one of the worst decisions Hazza and Megzy could ever make. Agreed. But it was pushed by Serena's personal interest to prop up marketing to a documentary. Oh, okay. Bad move. Yeah, bad move. Her documentary looks like just a vanity project because she's really busy with other businesses. Harry fell for the award accepting thing because his friend Serena insisted, and that couldn't backfire in a worse way. Understatement of the century, but yeah. Wouldn't be surprised that we get fresh pictures of the kids in the following weeks. Remember that Meghan's birthday is coming and she will want headlines, any headlines to celebrate. Whatever celebrities or personalities are left are just connections of Harry through BetterUp, since Megsy's Rolodex is pretty much fried. There are always jobs open for rent-a-royals though, but the appeal of having Hazza and Megzy at your event is tied to 1, their brands, and 2, the reputations. So the amount of bidders in the rent-a-royal business decreases if you're too much trouble to work with, and the Harkles are reaching that event horizon as well. But this is the thing, right? This whole tweet from Jesus over on the Royal Rogue, and again, I'm going to say it, make sure you follow him on Twitter and make sure you subscribe to him, the Royal Rogue, on YouTube. It's all screaming to me in the background, Netflix is not happy with the gruesome twosome. They're not happy whatsoever. And the fact that one of their arch rivals, the Beckhams, have got 5 Emmy nominations to Megzy and Hazza's 0 when it comes to their mockumentary, Harry and Meghan, and their more recent one that could have been taken into consideration, Heart of Invictus, is a huge kick in the teeth for Megzy and Hazza, but also as well for Netflix. And as Jesus has said here, Ted Sarandos, Netflix CEO, is mad as hell because this might be one of the worst deals in Netflix's relatively short history. Like, it seems like based on Jesus' intel, Netflix is absolutely regretting signing the gruesome twosome for a reported over $100 million contract. Because they're not getting the success, they're not getting the positive press for it. It's just not happening. Whereas the Beckhams are. So the question is, and for those that are watching, please use the like button as your voting tool. It's the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion to see if you actually agree with me or not. The question is this: given all the failures that Hazra and Megzi have created for Netflix, do you think it's only a matter of time before Netflix drops them, before Netflix fires them, that they've just absolutely had enough with the failures of the gruesome twosome? If you think that's going to be the case, then please hit the like button as your voting tool. It's the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion to see if you actually agree with that or not. I can see here that there's 1,208 of you watching at the moment. 667 of you currently agree that, yes, it's only a matter of time now until Megzi and Hazza are fired, dropped, whatever by Netflix. If you agree with that, again, just use the like button as your voting tool. It's the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion to see if you actually agree with it or not. But before we continue, Terry Love, thank you so much for the £10 sugar box. And it's a little doggy. I love that. It looks like it's like a golden retriever, which is pretty cute. And Gene Rick in the house. Hey up, Gene Rick, one of the OGs, gifting one leadership to one of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say hey up to our newest leader, courtesy of Gene Rick. And with that being said, for those that are watching live on the replay, if you haven't done so already, then please make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe, because, oh my goodness, I've got some videos already on deck to be released tomorrow. You will not want to miss them. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatevers. We started off at 121,710 alternates in the community. Where are we now? Woo! Yes! 121,722 alternates in the community. So if you've not hit that subscribe button, do so now, because, oh my goodness, I have some tea tomorrow, including, is Megzi scared of an upcoming German documentary uncovering her alleged yacht girl days? Because all of a sudden, mysteriously, this German documentary has been halted. What? I know, right? Stay tuned for tomorrow. I've got the video for it. It's insane. Gene Rick as well. Thank you so much for the $1.99 sugar box. And my favourite. Yay! The Ginger Doggy Fighting House moment. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. We are now into the live chat portion of this stream. So as ever, anyone that sends super chat sticker, member only chat, your chats are guaranteed to be read out. Everyone else, I'll just pick and choose what stands out to me, but your chats are not guaranteed to be read. So please do bear that in mind. But yes, as Head Mod Project Metal Music says, if you want to ruin a sugar's day, then send some sugar bucks my way. They hate it when you support us like this. Susan Kin, oh my goodness, thank you so much for that very generous $20 sugar bucks. You just ruined a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. Very generous. Saying Meghan will be fired by Netflix because she's cost them far more dollars than she will ever net. I mean, this is the thing, right? It was announced to much fanfare last year that they bought the rights to the Meet Me at the Lake book. The reports firstly were that Megzi and Hazza's Actual Productions had bought it. Then it was rewritten 24 hours later that it was actually Netflix that bought the rights. But what's happened since? Nothing. It's all crickets. It's all crickets on that score. What the hell is going on, right? Let's see what else you guys are saying. Trace Lynn George says, I'd love to see the lawsuits happen if she ever releases her memoir. Oh, I know, right? I know. CJ says, cooking show will be her using her products for advertising and product placement. Yeah. But this is the thing, right? As I said earlier on, the cooking show and the brand are hand in hand. The cooking show is going to be using the products for advertising, product placement, and you go to Arrow for that. Or you go to Arrow and you see the products in motion on the cooking program. It's all hand in hand, guys. It's all hand in hand. It looks like Leanne Little agrees that Megxie and Hazard are going to be fired or dropped from Netflix after multiple fails, including this one where they've lost to the Beckhams in terms of Emmy nominations, saying it will all come falling down soon. I do believe that when it comes to Netflix, there's only so much failure Netflix will endure until they're like, we are done as far as I'm concerned. I can see here that 808 of you are agreeing that it's only a matter of time that Megxie and Hazard are now going to be fired or dropped by Netflix after this new humiliation, losing to the Beckhams yet again, but this time at the Emmys. If you agree with that, then again, just use the like button as your voting tool. It's the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion to see if you actually agree with it or not. But in the meantime, let's see what else she said. Lizzie B says Netflix should have hired the Beckhams. Well, they did. They got the documentary, and now they've got 5 Emmys for it. So there we go. Nominations anyway. Let's see. Ree says, can Netflix get the money back? You don't, but I don't think so. DMF70 says Netflix has to approve the cooking show she did, and they probably won't. I mean, the other kind of argument to all of that is that even if Netflix don't approve it, they might just do a Hail Mary and just release it anyway, because what else have they got? Do you know what I mean? Nancy Monroe says, whose idea was it in the first place to even pay them that kind of money? That Netflix knucklehead heads should roll all the way to Montecito. I know, right? I mean, ultimately, Ted Sarandos is the CEO. It looks like, according to the Royal Rogue, he is really, really regretting signing them on now at this point. Deb Scott's Lars, thank you so much for the £20 sugar bucks. You've just ruined a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way, saying the German documentary has been put back as they're trying to verify some aspects of Megxie's past. Are they worried that Megxie will sue? Well, we know that the Sussexes are very much lawsuit trigger happy, potentially. But this German documentary, the makers, the creators, the production company behind it, have done many, many documentaries on the royal family. So they've got experience with this. They're not cowboys. They've done this before. This ain't their first rodeo. I think that in time this documentary is going to be released. Megxie's not going to like it. Joe N. Jones agrees it's overdue for Netflix to fire Megxie. Oh my goodness. So he must have, or she must have also hit the like button as the voting tool, believing that yes, it's only now a matter of time that Megxie and Hazard are dropped, fired by Netflix after this most recent humiliation. Leanne Little saying Netflix should have dropped them a long time ago. I know, right? Linkstrop, thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership. Saying Netflix paid for royalty but got Meghan. Big waste of money. Harry keeps pushing her in front, and that's and will be their downfall. Well, you say Harry keeps pushing her in front. I don't think she needs pushing. I don't think she needs to be pushed to get to the front. I think she just elbows her way to the front regardless. We've seen the videos. She makes sure she's at the front and centre of the tension. She don't need Hazard to push her there. Respectfully, Lynn, if you get my meaning, if you get my drift. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Teresa Jones says, Steph, how are the new braces doing? Very, very well. I'm on my 4th week now of braces. And my mum saw me today. She's not seen me for a month. And she was like, oh my goodness. She's like, your teeth? They're much straighter and the different. They look better. She saw the difference like immediately. Like, I'm like, yeah, I know, right? It's like, it's all coming in, it's all straightening out, and it's all transforming, and I'm feeling much better already with my smile and much more confident. So shout out to Invisalign and my dentist. Love you, lass, for getting this done. But yeah, my braces are doing extremely well. It can get a bit tight at times in my gob, but it doesn't hurt. Slightly uncomfortable at times, but yeah, I'm getting on with it very, very well. I'm just looking forward to the end. I'm looking forward to the end, and I finally have my teeth all straight in a row, the way it's supposed to be. The way it's supposed to be. Elaine says Spotify was smart to cut their losses. Absolutely. I absolutely agree with that. And Heather Salvatore, hey up, Heather. Long time no see. How are you doing, lass? Thank you so much for jumping into today's gifting wars, gifting a whopping 5 leaderships to some of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leaders, courtesy of Heather Salvatore. Guys, that takes us to a whopping 13 new leaders for today's stream. We're just 2 more away from 15 new leaders for today's stream. So who else is going to be like, this ain't how you do a gifting war. This is how you do a gifting war. Guys, we may soon find out. But Heather, thank you so much for jumping into today's gifting wars. Appreciate your face, love. Thank you so much. Catherine Fraser, good point. Any other couple would have been unceremoniously dumped by Netflix or any other streaming stroke network, i.e. Spotify, right? For now, the pair seem to be Teflon. The fall shall be interesting with lots of finger pointing. Yeah, we all know that they do like finger pointing, allegedly. Sarah Cartland, a.k.a. Motley. Thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership. Appreciate your face. Saying we should all send the Duchess of Dog Biscuits a special birthday gift. Beckham can do no wrong. He queued 7 hours to pay respect to the late Queen. I know. That was a moment in history. A moment in time, a moment in history. He could have just queue jumped and he didn't. And so I'm like, respect to the dude for that. Absolutely. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Heather. Thank you so much for the $5 sugar bucks. You've just ruined a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. Saying, love you, keep smiling, A up. Appreciate you too. I'll always keep smiling. I'm so happy. Oh my goodness. It's been such a wonderful weekend, guys. Kate Mariner, thank you so much for the £2 sugar bucks. You have also ruined a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. Saying, what's the huge Invisikid news due last Sunday? Yeah, so the reports were coming out that Megsy wanted to use the children to further her brand, American Riviera Orchard. But Hazza was turning around and didn't want to do that. I didn't report on it in the end because I didn't really have enough information. There wasn't much more to it than that, really, in the grand scheme of things. Admittedly, I thought I had enough information. I didn't. So I canned that story and I did something else instead. Similar to what I explained on Friday with the Princess Catherine situation, okay? So Trump's attempted assassinator, right? The FBI look in his phone and they see that, he Googled so many people apparently on this hit list, including Princess Catherine. And it's like, well, I'm not going to do a video on that. I'm not going to do a stream on that. Okay, so that evil dude searched Princess Catherine, okay, and doesn't necessarily mean he was going to go after her at all. I doubt he had the means, the money, the what's it to be able to literally travel from where he was in America over to London to track down and to do the unthinkable. He could have just Googled her because he was into the whole conspiracy nonsense. Do you know what I mean? You just don't know. Not enough information other than she was on his phone and that was it. Okay, and? So, you know, similar to that, I just really didn't have enough information or details in the end, so I canned that story and did something else instead. But yeah, that was it. Carrie Knopp, thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership. Appreciate you. Saying, love you, miss. You've been working a lot. Glad you're happy. Look great. Thank you. Yes, I have been working a lot. 3 videos a day, a stream on Friday, stream on Sunday, which, again, guys, if you don't know, make sure you tuned in next Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern, for the first live Royal Clubhouse stream. You guys are all invited. You guys are already members to the Royal Clubhouse. My first guest will be my good friend Sue Smith. If you're not subscribed to her, get it done now, guys. And yes, we will be talking about the Hazza and Megsy News of the Week. We will have a non-Hazza and Megsy zone. You guys get to vote on the Royal Hero and Royal Zero of the Week and so much more. Shout out to Brandon for helping me with some of the animations. But yeah, I've been teasing that for a while, that series, and it's finally ready. So and then next Sunday, on HG Tudor's channel, earlier on this week, I had a little conversation with him. It's getting released next Sunday. That's what he's told me anyway. So yeah, this time next week, my conversation with HG Tudor will be released. We had so much fun. So much fun that I might be coming back in September. Shh. A part 2. So cool. So cool. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Terry Trammell says, I saw one article that was put out by the Cannes Film Festival and it showed the participants aboard the yachts and Megsy was part of that documentary. Yes, she was a yacht girl. Terry, if you're still around, can you email me that source? stefthealternerd@gmail.com. My email is in every single description, in my live streams, my videos. Can you email me? I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. JH believes there's no cooking show and then there will never be. It's way overdue for these two clowns. Yeah, I can see here 940 of you are agreeing that with this latest humiliation, losing to the Beckhams yet again, but this time at the Emmys, that it's now only a matter of time for Netflix to drop, fire, whatever, Hazza and Megsy. There's only so much failure Netflix will endure from the gruesome twosome until, as far as I'm concerned, they've had enough. If you agree with that, then hit that like button as your voting tool. Again, it's just the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion to see if you actually agree with it or not. I can see here 940 of you are agreeing with that. I'll check back in a few moments and see how many more of you guys agree. Lizzie B, though, thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership, saying $100 million for newbies who have never made big projects within Hollywood. How exactly did they expect that to work? Hashtag asking for a friend. I know. Hey, they're not called grifters for no, are they? Whoopsie doodle indeed. Raspberry Jam and Dog Biscuits UK. I love that name. Whoever you are, genius. Says, I don't think Netflix will drop them as they like the publicity and obviously still have other programs in the flop pipeline. Sometimes bad publicity is not good publicity. Sometimes that's just not the case at all. It just really, really isn't. Lemon Trifle says, German documentary makers must be waiting for a huge big finale for their show. They probably heard something is going to happen that needed to be included in the documentary. Potentially. But I've heard something different. And so check the video tomorrow on one of my Daily Nerds. Oh my goodness. Someone might be scared that the past is going to catch up with them. Whoops. Oh, let's see what else you guys are saying. Maureen says, my daughter is about to start brace. Okay. What type of braces is she having? The Invisalign ones, I definitely recommend. They're a little bit more pricier, I admit. But I mean, unless you really look close up, you can't really tell, you know? So I'm happy with them. I really, really am. CJ, I love this. Is Netflix going to buy the German documentary? Now that would be funny. That would be extremely hilarious. Extremely hilarious. Kate Mariner, thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership, saying, I'd like to see a petition for Beckham to get his knighthood. Yeah, I think he deserves it at this point. Don't you, guys? Come on. Elephant Wanderer says the Harkles are not fit to clean Beckham's shoes. Not at all. Not at all. I would say they're not even fit to clean my own shoes. So, booyah. Gunner Girl says, I love seeing you so happy. You're an inspiration to many. Oh, love your smile. Oh, that's so kind of you. Thank you so much for saying that, Gunner Girl. Oh, I love seeing me happy too. Part of that is down to my Mr. Fox, which if he's watching, hi, honey. Love you. But yeah, I'm extremely happy. Erica Adams, thank you so much for the $4.99 sugar bucks. You've just ruined a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. Saying Posh and Bex had actual proof of pap intrusion. Hazza and Megsy use stock photos. Someone's being feisty there. Someone's being feisty. Uh-oh. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Let's see. Jay Alex says, can't understand a dame word you're saying. Okay, can't understand a dame word you're saying. Well, I can't understand this. That does not make sense. I'm just saying. I can't understand a dame word you're saying. See the irony in this comment right now and why I'm freaking laughing my tits off? Oh. Do better, mate. Do better. Try again. Try harder this time, okay? If you can understand that. Oh. Di says, wish we could have a non-Hazza and Megsy week. Well, I may start introducing non-Hazza and Megsy news into the Daily Nerds. We are starting essentially with Royal Clubhouse with the non-Hazza and Megsy segment. So yeah, we're starting, guys. Hold on to your butts. We're still in for a ride. We really are. Oh, Lulu's mum, thank you. I emailed HG about you and highly recommended you. Oh, well, thank you. Very, very kind. I know a couple of you did, so thank you for that. Tracy Lynn George says, I love HG's conversations with the YouTubers. It's nice to hear their insights. Oh, yeah. HG and I, we had a really cracking conversation. Really enjoyed it. That hour went by so fast, it was unreal. Time flies when you're having fun, right, guys? And that's exactly what happened there. So, yeah, don't miss it. This time next week, it's going to get released. Oh, I'm so excited. Terry Love, thank you so much for the £10 sugar bucks. You've just ruined Sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. Piss off the sugars. Send some sugar bucks my way. That's how you do it, guys. Canny lass. I love it. Where do you get all that energy? From a son of a monkey hanger. Hey! Where do I get all this energy? I don't know. It's just me. It just is me. I've always said, this is just me. I can't be bothered trying to be anyone else. It takes so much energy and time just to be me, that to then try and be someone else when the camera's turned on, screw that. Can't be bothered. This is just me. Where do I get this energy from? A mystery even to myself at this point. It's just there. Apart from Friday, which I left that stream up because I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, it is what it is. But Friday, I was pooped. I did like a 60-kilometer bike ride and straight after pretty much then went on stream. Never doing that again. I think for the first 3 minutes, I was on mute. I didn't even realise. And then I had brain farts all over the place on that stream. If you really want to have a good laugh, you want to laugh at someone, laugh at me. Watch the stream on Friday. If I could take, I could take the piss out of myself as well, guys. So, I've got a sense of humour even with myself. There we are. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Cecilia Label says she doesn't want Hazza to have any freedom in case he decides he likes it and doesn't come back. Well, I think it's only a matter of time before Megsy hits that divorce button. She'll like to have her. She'll approve of his freedom then. There you go. That's what I was trying to say. Gigi says, "Oh my gosh, you and HG Tudor. I know. Oh my goodness, right? I'm like, it happened. I'm so proud to be part of that conversation. And yeah, looks like I'll be back in September. Part 2. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Caroline Toy says, if the cooking programme and American Review Orchard were envisaged as hand in hand and the filming is in the bag, why is there zilch at American Review Orchard? Surely one should feed the other. My prediction in all of this is that the bulk of the products for American Riviera Orchard won't be released until the cooking show is released. Because then what you've got is cross-pollination, right? You've got her using the products on the cooking show, which you can then buy on her website, or you can look at the website and then see the products being used on the cooking show to then buy it. I think that's how she might be trying to play this thing. And looking at the votes so far, 1,033 of you have hit that like button as your voting tool, saying yes after this latest humiliation, losing to the Beckhams yet again, but this time at the Emmys, that yeah, it's only now a matter of time before Megxie and Hazard are dropped, fired, whatever from Netflix. If you agree with that, then again, please use the like button as your voting tool. It's the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion, see if you actually agree with that or not. That just jumped up to 1,034 of you agreeing with that. So I will go back to that shortly and see how many more of you agree with that. Oh, the sugar alert has been sounded. So to all the sugars out there watching right now, this is for you. Hi, Marvons! How y'all doing? Thank you so much for clicking on this live stream and interacting in the live chat, because, guys, guess what? It actually helps me on this channel. You watch, it's another view. And the more people that view this live stream, the more that YouTube looks at it and thinks, oh, wow, this live stream's really popular. We're going to promote it even more for more people to see it and click on the stream. And when you interact in the live stream and you make your comments, again, YouTube likes that interaction. And it's like, wow, even more people are interacting on this live stream. We better promote this even more so more people get to watch and interact. So that's why I'm calling you morons, because you think that your view and your hate comment is harming me? Absolute freaking opposite. Morons! But you know what? You're welcome, because again, it's helping me in this channel. So hate view away, hate comment away. It's all Gucci to me, because yeah, again, you're helping this channel. So thanks, morons! Oh, the sugar alert has officially been sounded. Kate Mariner says, can just imagine Stef and HD. Can see them having a total blast and lots of laughs. Very much so. Very much so. Effa Bray says, karma is catching up with them. I would say so. I would say so. Heather says, some braces include a palate expander. Better for younger peeps. Never needed to take the one that had braces, stroke expander wisdom, teeth removed. Okay, well, in terms of what's happened with my teeth, I've not had to have any teeth removed for the Invisalign process to happen. All that had to happen was that between some of my teeth, they had to be shaved. Like we had to kind of, how do I put this? We had to manufacture certain gaps between certain teeth so that there was room enough then for all the teeth to move and align. That's how my dentist has done it. And so far, wow, so freaking good, right? It's amazing. And I'm finding actually that when I'm eating, I'm catching less on the inside of my upper lip and my bottom lip, because sometimes when I used to eat, it would catch and then ulcers would happen. Happening less and less now. Brilliant. So there we go. Let Let's see what else you guys are saying. I'm going to be finishing this stream in the next couple of moments. So for those that want to enter the gifting wars or send some sugar bucks my way, this is your last chance to do so. I will be ending the stream in the next couple of minutes. Femme Natal says, love your energy, Steph. Miss seeing you on Popcorn Planet. Yes, I'm still involved. I'm still around. But yes, I'm ready to fly, focus on this channel more, and yeah. Get it done, guys. Get it done. There we go. Sarai says, I can understand you, Steph. What? Hey, there you go. John Quill LeMay says, I'm French and I can understand everything you say. LOL. There you go. There you go. I finished watching the tour earlier on today live. Oh, my goodness. Poggy is like a hero of mine. Poggy is a hero of mine. When it comes to cycling, whenever I'm cycling, I try and channel Poggy. And I'm like, be like Poggy. Be like Poggy. I will never be like Poggy. Let's be real here, right? He is like superhuman beyond, right? I'm like, channel Poggy, be like Poggy. And, yeah. There you go. There you go. But yes, I don't know what to do with myself now that the tour's finished. It's a bit sad. Feels like 3 weeks ago was like a lifetime away. Insane, insane. But this tour was like insane in itself. Like so much happened. It's unreal. And Matt Cavendish, like, dude, flying for the UK British flag there, I'm telling you. Oh, Carrie Davis, thank you so much for the $1.99. Sugar bucks. You've just ruined a Sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way, and it's my favourite. The Gina Doggy Fine Ass moment. Yes. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Elephant Wanderer says the Harkles will always lose to the Beckhams. I think the Harkles will always lose to whatever at this point. Again, you've got a likability and relatability issue, right? If you're not likable and you're not relatable, then people are not going to like and relate to what you're trying to sell. As sure as eggs is eggs, right? And so they're going to lose no matter what they do at this point because there's no likability and there's no relatability to them. That is their PR issue in a nutshell. Cheers the freaking bed. You don't even have to pay me the gazillions and I'll just give you the advice for free. Do you know what I mean? Wow. Speaking of which, I can see here 1,107 of you are now agreeing that after losing to the Beckhams yet again, but this time at the Emmys, that it's now just a matter of time before Hazza and Megxie are dropped, fired, whatever by Netflix. There's only so many failures Netflix will stomach before they've had enough, just like Spotify. If you agree that's the case, then again, hit the like button as your voting tool. It's the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge your guys' opinion to see if you actually agree with that or not. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Heather, thank you so much for the sugar bucks or the sugar F-ucks. Appreciate this. Thank you so much. Very creative, may I just add. I'm just saying. I'm surprised YouTube let that through, to be fair, but good for you, lass. Good for you. Erica Adams, there you go. I never look at pro Sussex content. Views and engagement help the creators. Exactly. The Sugars haven't got it, even after all these months of me literally being honest with them, because I'm always honest, right? I'll call a spade a spade. I don't give a shiz. I'll be like, look, Sugars, if you think you're harming this channel and me with your hate views and your hate comments, actually, it's the opposite. I'm like, more, please. It's all views. It's all engagement. I'm happy with that. They still come and they still hate view and hate comment. I'm like, okay. I'll continue to tell them the reality of the situation and that it's actually doing the opposite of what they intend. But if they still want to do it, it's up to them. It's up to them. At least my conscience is clear by pointing out that what they're trying to do isn't working and this is why. You know what I mean? At least I'm being honest and respectful that way. Less respectful calling them morons, but screw it. As far as I'm concerned, they're morons. So there we go. There you go, Paula Martin. Water off a duck's back, keep it coming, Sugars. Exactly. It's water off a duck's back. I'll give a shiz. Let them come. Denise, thank you so much for jumping in today's gifting one, gifting a whopping 5 leaderships to some of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey, up to our newest leaders, courtesy of Denise. And I hope to see you guys pretty much this time next week. There will be the leader-only stream for July. It's the only time you guys get to call in, and we discuss everything when it comes to the misadventures of the gruesome twosome for July. I bet you guys have a lot to say about that. So if you don't want to miss out on that, then you can hit the join button. Or if you want to help us in today's gifting wars, then do what Denise has done and take up that sword and shield, and let's see what you guys have got. We are now up to 17 new leaders for today's stream. We're just 3 more away from whopping 20 new leaders for today's stream. I'm going to be finishing in a couple of moments. So who is going to help us get there, guys? We may soon find out. Purple is the new black, saying my daughters had to have teeth removed for their braces. Yeah, there was let's put it this way. There was discussion that I may have had to have a tooth removed for my Invisalign, because this tooth in particular was really far out. I mean, look at my previous videos. You'll see it, right? This was about last year when I first inquired about Invisalign, and my dentist was like, right, you need to go to an orthodontist because they may have to take a tooth out to get enough space and room for that tooth to go in. I'm like, okay. And then that put me off. And then about 2 months ago, I went to my dentist. I'm like, no, let's just get it done. If you need to take my tooth out, fine, let's just get it done at this point. And she was like, no, we might not have to do that now. I'm like, what? And we did the scan. Invisalign had a look, and they're like, no, you don't need your tooth out. Just shave some gaps between your teeth, create enough space, and it'll all pop in with your Invisalign braces, blah, blah, blah. And so far, so good. So there we go. I've been very, very lucky. Very, very lucky. Terry Love, thank you so much for the £5 sugar bucks, ruining a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. Saying finger pointing, are you saying has a fingers mix? No. No. Couldn't be further from it. I want to know about that kind of life that they've got together. I don't need to know. I don't want to know. I don't even want to even. Oh my goodness. Oh. No. And that's it. No. What? Oh, this is all I've got to say lastly before we move on. Oh, this is literally like the MVP comment of the stream, I'm telling you right now. Oh my goodness, I needed that laugh. Thank you, Terry. Let's put it this way, mate, all right? If there's any fingering that has been done between Hauser and Megzy, I don't want to know. I don't need to know. No one wants to know. No one needs to know. And that's that. Admiral Tinkle Tits is in the house. Hey up, loves. Hey up, Admiral. Oh, wow. Oh, that was a good chuckle. Hey up, Admiral. How's it going, mate? Appreciate your face. Thanks so much for joining in. Oh, wow. Lydia, thank you so much for this very kind comment, saying, I like Stef's accent and her outgoing personality. Do you know what? I agree with you. I like me accent and I like me outgoing personality as well. So thank you so much. We agree. I'm biased, but I'll admit I am. So there we go. Let's see. Margaret says, do you think there's much future for buskers in Monticello? I've been to Montecito. I don't think so. I really, really don't think so at this point, mate. I don't. see what else you guys are saying. Jamie D says, this channel should be called an educational channel. Okay, why? Because I've learned what an A-up is and a monkey hanger. I learn something every time I come here. Hey! Well, I'm glad to be of service. You're welcome. Cheers to that, Jamie D. Appreciate your face. Let's see. Terry, love you broke, Stef. A little. Oh my goodness, Cypher 777 coming out of nowhere, gifting a whopping 10 leaderships to some of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leaders, courtesy of Cypher 777. Oh my goodness, hearts in the chat right now for Cypher 777. That's amazing. That takes us to a whopping 27 new leaders for today's stream. Thank you so much, Cypher 777. Will we make it to 30 before we end shortly? Guys, we may soon find out. We've just got 3 new leaders left to get to 30. Who's going to help us get there? We'll see, guys. We will see. Mommy says, I need to wipe that image from my mind. Rub it with some Purell as well. It might work. There you go. There we go. Yes, hearts in the chat for Cypher. Woo-woo! Woohoo! I can see here 1,170 of you are agreeing with the notion that after the latest new humiliation, losing to the Beckhams yet again, but this time with the Emmy nominations, is Netflix one step closer to firing, letting go, dropping Hazard and Megsy, whatever you want to call it, because there's only so many more failures that Netflix, I think, are willing to endure before they've had enough, just like Spotify. Do you think it's going to happen, guys? 1,172 of you have hit that like button as your voting tool, agreeing with that. If any further more of you agree, then again, use the like button as your voting tool. It's the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion to see if you actually agree with that or not. And oh my goodness, Denise in the house being like, I'll get you one step closer to the 30. We're now number 28 new leaders for today's stream. Everyone say, hey, up to our newest leader, courtesy of Denise. Appreciate your face. Thank you so much. Rita Newbury says you're a tonic, Stef. Appreciate your face. Thank you very much. Christina Rush is saying Netflix is waiting out till the end of the contract. That is some of the reports that are saying that. Others are saying no, they're just absolutely regretting signing them and they want to get rid. There'll be some kind of clause in the contract, presumably, where they can do that. We'll see. Lemon Trifle says, drop 'em, Netflix, get rid. Shad says, should have done it after the mockumentary. Yeah. Although I don't blame Netflix for not doing it after the mockumentary because, for all intents and purposes, it was successful to a certain extent. But everything else is completely bombed, so yeah. Beverly Mitchell in the house, clicking on that join button. Everyone say, hey, up to our newest leader, Beverly, and hearts in the chat for Beverly, because she went one step further and hit the join button herself, so appreciate your face. Thank you so much. That takes us to 29 new leaders for today's stream. We're just one more away from whopping 30 new leaders for today's stream. Who's going to help us get there, guys? We're so close. Who's going to hit on that join button just like Beverly or jump into today's gifting wars? May soon find out, guys. But Beverly and all the new leaders that have joined today, I hope to see you this time next week for the leader-only stream for July. It's the only time you guys get to call in and we get to discuss all the misadventures of the Goose and Twosome for the month of July, and there's been quite a few, so I bet you guys have a lot to say about that, so I hope to see you all this time next week for the July leader-only stream. Let's see. Yeah, Denise San is like, one more. Exactly, just one more, guys. One more to get us to whopping 30 new leaders for today's stream. And oh my goodness, Kate Mariner's like, I hear the call. I can jump in today's gifting war and be like, yeah! I don't know why I just did it like that, but there we go. Kate Mariner coming in for the win, gifting one leadership to one of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leader, courtesy of Kate Mariner. Hearts in the chat for Kate, because she helped us get to a whopping 30 new leaders for today's stream. Appreciate your face, Kate. Thank you so much. With that being said, it is now nearly 11:30. I've been streaming for just over an hour and 20 minutes. I need to remind myself what sleep is. So with that being said, thank you so much to everyone that kept me company to the end of this stream. 732 of you. Hey up, guys. For those that are watching, whether it's live on the replay and you haven't done so already, if you believe after their latest humiliation, losing to the Beckhams yet again, but this time with the Emmy nominations, that now it's only a matter of time before Netflix fires, drops, whatever you want to call it, Megsy and Hazza, then make sure you hit that like button as your voting tool. It's just the quickest and easiest way for me to gauge you guys' opinion to see if you actually agree with that or not. Today, towards the end of this stream, as of now, 1,205 of you are agreeing with that notion. Thank you so much to everyone that either hit the join button or joined into today's gifting wars. We got a whopping 31 new leaders for today's stream, thanks to Scotty McBoogaballs coming in at the last minute into today's gifting wars, gifting one leadership to one of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leader, courtesy of Scotty McBoogaballs. Appreciate your face, mate. Thank you so much to everyone that was kind enough to send sugar bucks my way through super chat or super chat stickers. You guys are amazing. Special shout out to Sarge for that amazing, very generous sugar bucks before today's stream. Absolutely amazingly generous of your love. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone, including the sugars out there, that actually watched this live stream live. Again, as of me looking at the statistics on YouTube Studio, 13,248 of you watched this live stream live. So thank you so much for that. We also started off at 121,710 alternates in the community. When I finished the main topic, we were then on 121,722 alternates in the community. Where are we now? Woo! 721,734 alternates in the community. So if you haven't done so already, on your way out, make sure you hit that subscribe button to join our alternate tribe. Like, share, comment down below in the replay your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatevers. You do not want to miss any of my Daily Nerds tomorrow, one of which is including, there's that German documentary I reported on a few months back. It's on hold. Is someone scared that their alleged yacht girl history is going to be exposed? Whoopsie doodle indeed, guys. You will not want to miss that tomorrow and the rest of the Daily Nerds that I have planned for you guys. Monday to Thursday, you're going to have your 3 Daily Nerds. And then on Friday, guys, yes, it is the beginning, the start, the debut of Royal Clubhouse, and my first guest is gonna be Sue Smith. So join us live next Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern for Royal Clubhouse. You're all automatically members. You're all welcome to join. And oh my goodness, we're going to be discussing the Hazza and Megsy news of the week, the non-Hazza and Megsy news. You guys get to vote in the Royal Hero and Royal Zero of the week, and so much more. We're going to have so much fun. I'm so excited to launch it. I hope you guys join me live next Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern, with my first guest, Sue Smith. With that being said, thank you so much for your guys' support. Appreciate your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters. Bye.